matter too much, especially for the person that we signed. I wonder what his stats are.
All
Let me
right, we
pull up his
back.
stats.
We back. We back on live. We
Cool,
back on live. We back on live.
cool. Now do your reaction. Now go back to that. Now go back to There we go. There we go. It's the
There
perfect
we go.
reenactment. It's a perfect reenactment of what
Hey,
just happened
bro.
for like the
Yo,
3 minutes,
bro.
3 to 5 minutes I was missed.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm hot, bro. Oh my lord. Why? Why would we do that? We had time. We didn't have to sign nobody.
Ask LeBron.
Uh
Ask LeBron. Ask LeBron. Ask LeBron.
no, for
He
real.
basically he basically owns the
When in
team.
doubt.
Like
When in
he
doubt,
basically
ask
owns the team. If you
LeBron.
think about it, he's been here for so long. He's just there just cause he's like, I like that guy, I like that guy.
Yep.
He didn't pay me back my $5 for
Well,
lunch. So
for the
him.
first time in 20 years is no longer LeBron's team. As I like that people would try to say that LeBron is going to be the center focus. The Lakers
No.
are no longer prioritizing LeBron as the main focus of the team. Hence the whole reason why we traded Anthony Davis to begin with. LeBron wanted to get another ring with AD, but the Lakers saw that opportunity where Nico Harrison, my Lord and Savior Nico Harrison, called up Rob
Lord
Pelinka.
and Savior is wild.
My Lord and Savior Nico Harrison, I pray for his safety tomorrow when the Dallas Mavericks have their first home game back.
Lord. Make it stop.
My Lord and
Yeah.
Savior Nico Harrison called the Lakers. They called Rob Pelinka and they said, "Hey, what would you give us for Luka?" And Rob's just on the phone like, "Ty, like I give you my first unborn child." They're like, "No, like seriously, like we're." They're like, bro, like we're legitimately trying to see like what exactly would you give up for Luka? And Rob's just like, "You ready to give us Luka Doncic? Bro, give me something, give me something." And it took 3 weeks. And the best part out of that whole trade process is that we got the one over Danny Ainge. For all my basketball fans out there, y'all know that Danny Ainge despises the Lakers. And we fleeced them. They helped us get Luka. So
Listen
the
to how
first time in
excited this
LeBron's
man is. They helped us get Luca. Listen to how excited this man is, bro.
Hey, I'm letting. Hey, this is his spotlight. This is his moment right now. He's like he said it when he first got in. He's been waiting to talk about this. So
I've been
let him do
I've
his,
had my
let him
little
do his thing. I
7-minute
guess
segments here and there. I have had my 7
seven,
7-minute segments.
seven.
Oh, I can talk about this for hours, but we're not going to do that because you know what I'm saying. I was just told to go talk basketball in here for a
We
second.
do have other things as
Right, we
well.
have other things on the agenda, but yes, test chat does work. By the way, Lotus, I seen that in the comments right here.
Oh no, I was doing that to test something on my end. Y'all good?
Oh, bet. For the first time in LeBron's 22 years, it's no longer about him. The Lakers are prioritizing the future. They got Luka Doncic, which is a 25-year-old superstar. You trade Dalton Connect. Oh, I thought you were raising your hand for a question right now.
No question. It's just like LeBron is. I feel like LeBron has been personally trying to take a back seat. Because think about it. Everything he does, he actually makes team decisions. He's been
Vex.
there for so long. He's definitely taking up. I feel like he's taking a personal back seat and also like an agreement. Like people can talk pro LeBron all day, every day. You can't go nowhere without hearing, "Oh, but LeBron this, but LeBron that." Ooh, he has a hair. I probably him just a hair. But let's get a different name. I'm glad he's taking a back seat because I'm tired of hearing about it. I want to hear somebody else's name get brought up
That
as being one
name
of the
will be
greats.
Luka. That new name is Luka Doncic. I promise.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Ain't
We're
no
gonna
we gonna see. It's already been proven.
It's already
Well,
been.
we're gonna see.
The craziest part is that the NFL awards are last night, right? And if you
Mm-hmm.
look on Twitter, nobody even remembered that the NFL awards were happening last night. That's how big the
Exactly.
Luka Doncic
That's like
trade.
it threw everybody off.
It threw everyone out of the loop. People forgot the Super Bowl was. I forgot the Super Bowl was on Sunday.
I didn't
We
forget.
didn't
I
because
don't know
we
about
real
y'all.
over here at
I
Studio
didn't.
Sports. We remember what goes on.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
What?
football analyst for Studio Sports. Big shout out to the
You
football
heard.
analyst. You know,
Yeah.
get paid for because of that. But as the NBA analyst
Pretty
over here,
competitive.
I super forgot that the Super Bowl was on.
Nah, I'm no offense. Me personally, how I view the Super Bowl and the NBA Finals and all that, I think the Super Bowl is a bigger event, personally, for me. Probably just how I
No
grew up,
doubt.
The Super
but
Bowl is a bigger event because they get bigger artists to come out there and perform.
we got
Well,
Kendrick Lamar and SZA and possibly Tyler the Creator.
well,
We
Yeah,
that
get
that's three big name
woo,
artists recently who blew up a little bit more this year because of what they dropped.
I think
a
I
little
think the
bit,
Super Bowl is a
a
bigger
little bit,
event than the NBA
a little
Finals
bit.
for the one reason that it's only one
Back there
game.
spinning around. I don't want to
A
hear it
little,
from you, Mr. Spinny.
a little bit. I'm having a great time, by the way.
Bring
A
it
little bit.
around town. Yeah, we can
Type shit.
bring it
Nah,
around
my bad.
town. Yes, sir.
I can
But
definitely
either way,
agree
either way.
that the Super Bowl is bigger than the NBA Finals. It's only one game. You only have this one game to win, and if you don't win this one game, it's
Oh,
over.
wait. I do have another thing. I love how the Texans had Beyonce perform and he still lost.
Who?
Because the Texans are bad.
Oh, the Tech.
Yeah, like they had Beyonce there
Promise
winning
not.
their games
I'm
and
definitely
still
gonna be
lost.
watching the whole Super Bowl at halftime. That's the only thing that I'm really excited for. That, and I'm excited to see Saquon Barkley hopefully get his first ring.
That's what I was talking about. I do not want to see the Chiefs 3P. It's going to give them too big of a head, and then they're just going to get even more protection from the refs. I want to see Saquon Barkley and this Eagles team, who hasn't won since, what was it, 2018 with the Philly Special. I want to see these guys come out here and do what it is that they do best, and that's play some fundamental football. I said it a
Define
while ago,
fundamental football.
right? I
Define
said it.
fundamental in your own
Define
words.
fundamental football. All right, so let's
In
talk
your own words.
fundamental football and what this means. When you look at fundamental football, right? You go and watch these teams who have a defense like the Eagles. The Eagles' defense is the epitome of fundamental football. They rally to the ball, right? The ball can go to the left side, the ball can go to the right side, the ball can go in the middle. This Eagles defense is going to rally. Why? Because their linebackers and their defensive linemen that are coming off of the edge are reading the plays and telling the defense what's going on. Your linebackers communicating. When your linebackers commute with the safeties and everybody else, your team is solid, right? It's much like if a coach doesn't tell the quarterback what play to call, quarterback's going to be confused and not know what to do, right? So you've got your linebacker back there calling the plays. So when you, and like I said, they fly to the ball. You stay in your zone. You stay with your man if it's man coverage. You stay in your zone if it's zone coverage. If you got a blitz, then you blitz. I hate these lights, man. I'm gonna get a better lighting system soon. I promise y'all. I know this glare is absolutely insane, right?
We
I'm
can't even
definitely
see
getting a
you.
camera when I get back from Colorado. I'm leaving to Colorado next weekend. So when
Uh-huh.
I come back, I'm definitely getting a better camera and a
Yeah, I
mouse.
feel that.
I hella need to get a mouse.
Ghost was
I'm gonna
supposed
do
to
the
give
same
me
thing I've been doing.
a camera for my good old PS5, but I left it there. So I gotta grab it the next time I go out there. I left it.
Mm.
Anyways, back to
You act like
fundamental
you live
football.
far.
I don't. Back to
Exactly.
fundamental football. It all comes down to your coaching as well. And you got a coach who teaches you how to properly break down a tackle, right? Because you're not going to make a tackle out by yourself in open field unless you break down and you keep your eyes. It sounds weird when you say it, but you watch a guy's hips. So when you watch a player's hips and then you go to break down, you can tell which way he's about to cut, what he's about to do. Unless you're Saquon Barkley, then he just over there pressing buttons and hoping for the best, right? That's all that.
Well, if you're talking about coaching, why don't we get the same guy that won head coach of the year? Oh yeah, I forgot. He's on the Vikings. The Vikings suck. But what do I know?
As we've established before, you're a Ravens fan. There's not much you don't know.
Whoa,
Like,
whoa,
there's
whoa,
not
hold on.
much you do know.
Let him cook. I agree. The Vikings do
You
suck.
agree?
Let him cook real quick.
I mean, they came. They're regular 14-3. They came in second in NFC North, but they don't have anything to show for it. Like, there's nothing to really show for this second NFC. There's nothing to show for it.
You could go
Tell
back and
me
say
what
the
is there
same
to show
thing
for?
about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They didn't win out in their
Yeah.
division, but they still went to a playoff game.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's true.
So
But-
if we're holding that to the
when
standard of a playoff game,
wait. But if you are at the top of the division, have you first, second, third, even fourth, you're supposed to uphold that standard. You can't be the second in the division and be buns. That's my personal take.
I mean, I feel you. I feel you on that. But that's just what sports are. And at that time, the Rams were just a better team. They just had a better game plan put together. They knew how to keep Sam Darnold in check. You know, they knew what it is that they needed to do.
It sucks he's not getting re-signed.
And
It would've made it
he
easy.
won't. They're gonna. And there was a rumor going around the Vikings about possibly trading McCarthy, and I'm like, why would you trade McCarthy?
I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping that they re-sign Sam Darnold because it's gonna make it easier for us next season.
We'll see.
Y'all not winning next year either. I just need
I
you to know
promise
this.
you,
I
don't
promise
What's up with
you,
you
you're
just being a
not.
hater?
Bro.
He's
Come
a
on,
Packers
come on,
fan.
hey.
Hey, Marcel,
Yeah,
he a
wait.
Packers fan.
Oh, nah, yeah, you suck. I'm sorry.
I knew you weren't
I didn't know
gonna
that.
like
I'm
him.
sorry.
I knew
Hey,
you
chat.
weren't gonna like
I
him.
didn't know the information.
I
My bad.
Yeah, he a Packers fan. He a Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love stan. That's all he
am a
knows.
Packers fan. I am a Jordan Love stan, and I stand by that.
Jordan Love
No,
is
at
gonna
least
be
stand on
Aaron
business,
Rodgers
though. He's standing
2.0.
on business.
20 years and
I'm gonna
one
give him
Super Bowl.
stand on business.
Jordan Love is gonna be a top 10 quarterback next season. Mark my
We'll
words.
see. We'll see.
Jordan Love is gonna be a
I
top 10
need
quarterback.
somebody to record what this man just said. He said,
Oh, I
"Mark his
did.
words. Mark the heck
Oh,
I
out
so
his
did.
words."
we're live.
Yeah,
say
we're
that.
live.
Right?
I'm recording. Once this live is finished and I hit stop streaming, this whole thing saves to my computer. He can't get away from it. If Jordan Love is not in a top 10, bro, we finna have a conversation.
We
gonna
will
talk
have a
about it.
conversation.
I don't
Hey,
care if he
me, Lamar
finishes.
Jackson good.
I
ain't
don't
worried
care
about
if he
nothing. Lamar
finishes
doing his
10 and a
job.
half. He's not top 10. That's top 10 and a half. We still gonna have a conversation.
When Jordan Love becomes a top 10 quarterback next season, I personally want the CEO of Studio Sports to send me a bottle of champagne and a cheese head. Okay, I need
Oh, I'm about to
I need
say
a
this.
I'm
block
not
of
agreeing to
cheese
that,
put
but
in my head.
I will agree that we can come to some sort of deal. We can work
Jordan Love
something
is
out.
gonna be a top
We can work
10
something out.
He's going to be a top 10 quarterback next season, especially since you have a running back like Josh Jacobs being as vocal as he is about the locker room, saying that we need a wide receiver one. And, like, you know, like he's being honest, and I agree.
No one's at the bottom
Wait.
of the barrel in the top 10. He's literally just number 10.
Who?
Jordan Love.
No,
Jordan
he
Love,
said
really?
this year. He said 2025 season.
Yeah,
But,
I'm saying,
let's talk about that real quick. He was a top 10 quarterback this season. Love that.
But where was the playoff?
yeah, real quiet.
Where was the playoff game?
Hey,
That's the dude that y'all. That's the dude right there that y'all was flaming on favorited that one day.
Oh, that's right.
This him,
baby boy.
this super soldier, this military man.
You look like you was in the military.
Wait, what's that about me? It's not about me.
Alright, anyways. But yeah, no,
Anyways,
top 10. Hey, look, I'm gonna make this a poll on TikTok. I'm gonna put this little clip on TikTok. So look, if you think Jordan Love is going to be a top 10 quarterback next year, let us know in the comments. Let us know, by liking it, sharing it, whatever. Let us know in the comments what you think if Jordan Love is going to be a top 10 quarterback next year.
Compared to Lamar Jackson.
You know what? That's a better poll. Forget Jordan Love being top 10. Who's gonna be better next year, Jordan Love or Lamar Jackson? Let's give it a poll. We're gonna put up a poll. We're gonna put up a poll. Lamar Jackson or Jordan Love? We're gonna put up a poll.
Jordan was the stopgap of this season. He was the bare minimum standard. At least Lamar was number 8. He wasn't at the bottom. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go pull some stats real quick. Jordan Love.
You think I'm making it up? Look it up. I'm looking at it right now.
Right now.
This shit live. I mean, this mess is live.
Whoa.
I'm telling.
Shut up.
Cuevas, he said a bad word.
He said a bad word.
I'm telling.
Hey,
Hey, we
bro,
got 3
I got
views
the
so far.
attention too.
Appreciate y'all for the
All
3
right,
views.
let's check this out, bro.
Let's
Hold
talk
on.
about it,
I'm
bro. Let's
really
do it. I'm
let's
gonna
talk
give us
about it.
another about 45 minutes. So we got about that's gonna be right at about an hour.
Why
About
are
another
these
45 minutes.
two different stats?
They
Why are
do
these
that.
stats so
Man,
different?
I don't got nothing to drink.
I
Why are
don't
these
know.
stats so different? I just want to see overview.
When I
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
up
This
Yeah,
one.
in-
trying to overview stuff is a little bit harder than finding their personal stats. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, I'm gonna give a personal shout out just because it's been stuck in my head all day. I'm gonna give a shout out to our main man Six for making Faded Freestyle. That song been stuck in my head since hearing it on Ghost Live this
When
morning.
I pull up
Pull up
in
in
a
a
Bentley,
Bentley,
all
all
the
the
arms
ops
act
act
so
so
friendly.
friendly.
I'm hearing echoes of both of y'all. Y'all need to figure it out.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I gotta
Figure
go,
it
y'all.
out. All right, bro. Have a good
Have
one.
a good one. Talk to y'all next time.
Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback. I just realized this whole season he only threw 4 interceptions and 41 touchdowns. That's crazy.
Lamar Jackson don't play dog. I'm telling you, he is a good quarterback.
Yeah, apparently I was not familiar. I was not familiar with his game.
Nah, you know, he's come a long way from the kid that he was at Louisville. Even the way he runs with the ball, he protects that ball a lot better.
That's pretty crazy. That's lucky really crazy. Cuz he threw for 41 touchdowns this season and he rushed for 4.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Jordan Love only
Which you
threw
would think he would
25
have a
touchdowns
lot
this
more
season.
rushing, right? For as much as he runs.
That's crazy. Bro, Jordan Love needs to have better ball awareness because he threw as many interceptions as he did this season last season. He threw 11
Facts.
picks this season and 11 picks last season.
He do, and that's one of his issues is ball security, ball safety.
Like that's crazy to me. And like he just had a worse year this year. He had a way worse year this year. I mean, I can understand why because you have someone like Josh Jacobs coming to the team, so you really want to try to rush the ball more than anything else because you have you have Josh Jacobs. But like even
Mm-hmm.
like the difference in stats last year, Jordan Love passed for over 4,000 yards, and this season he barely threw for 3,300.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. That's literally insane. Um,
I'm telling you, Jordan Love, if he can get the ball control and ball security under, he will be a decent quarterback.
and what's even
But until
crazier,
then, he's not going to be anywhere near what he needs to be.
what's even crazier is Lamar Jackson statistically had the best season of his career this year.
Mm-hmm. Throwing
That's
only 4 interceptions is a major drop for him.
the closest that he's ever gotten was his first season where he threw 3. And every year since it's been 6 and above. 6 sophomore year, 9 junior year, 13 senior year, and then his 5th year 7, 6th year 7, but this year he threw for 4. That's
He's already
insane.
7 years into the league.
He's 7 years in the league. This is his 7th season. Yeah.
That's
It's crazy how time
insane.
flies. It's crazy how time flies. I know, bro. I know.
Oh
It's
my
wild.
God. Because Trevor Lawrence only been in for 5.
Yep. You're not wrong there.
I know it's been a
He has
long
only
5
been
years for
5.
Clemson fans. I know it was a long year for them after this year.
6 is still alive. What?
Why is 6 still alive?
Huh?
Why is 6 still alive?
I have no clue. I was tripping right now. I was like, man, that man is still alive.
I gotta grab the recording of me shouting out 6 and put it in the Discord.
Oh, facts. When I pull
Pull
up
up
in
in
a
a bit.
Bentley,
I
all them
love that song.
arms
I listened to
act
that
so
song on the way home.
friendly. It's catchy.
It's
It's a
so
really
catchy.
catchy track. I ain't gonna lie
Yabba
to you.
dabba doo.
Wow, bro. Yeah, I want the Eagles to win on Sunday, but we'll see how that goes. It's like
Yeah.
I said beforehand. It's not even gonna come down to the offense. It's really gonna come down to the defense. Wait, what?
No,
Wait, what?
definitely. I'm sorry. I'm trying to put
What?
different things in motions while we're doing this. Like I said earlier, everything about the Eagles right now is a defensive thing. Everything about them is defense. It doesn't matter if their offense. Are you okay?
I just read a report right now saying that the PlayStation servers are down.
For sure.
And I want to check if that was real or not, because if it is, I'm gonna be super irritated.
Um,
But
but the
anyways,
The
continue.
Eagles defense is one of the best. A defense that I think needs to be upgraded ferociously is this Bengals defense, dude. We've seen it fail time after time again.
Right.
And I want the Bengals to be back in the Super Bowl again and actually be able to compete this time.
Mm.
I actually can't load. No friends
I ain't
zone. I
gonna
think they
lie.
are down.
I want Jamar Chase to win a Super Bowl. I think he deserves it at this point.
They're down, Corey.
Huh?
They're down.
They're down?
Mm-hmm.
Like for real, for real?
Yeah, I won't even load my friends list.
Bro. What? Bro, I was gonna stream
For
Rivals.
anybody for anybody in here that plays games on the PS5, we also do. I separately, I'm gonna plug my own other channel into my own channel because I can do that. I run things over here, CEO. I run a gaming content channel, and we're checking out the PS5 servers. I'm sorry, I know we're kind of all over the place. We're talking sports and now gaming, but that's just kind of how we do it over here. We just kind of go with the flow. So um,
Selfless plug. Y'all can follow me on Twitch at High
no,
Socks
y'all can't
Official.
follow him. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
At High
Y'all can
Socks
follow my
Official
boy,
on Twitch.
Mr. High Socks. Um, y'all can follow him. I don't mind. That's the homie right there for real.
He
Um,
said, "I don't mind." Is crazy. Where's
but
man
nah,
real
for
big
those of y'all
ass
that play,
CEO?
servers are down and they probably will be down for a while. So we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do after we get done with this because we're probably gonna wrap it
I
up because there's not too much more we could say really. Um,
I mean, I could talk
there,
about I could talk about
I can
basketball. I
talk
could talk
about
about
Luca.
all the trades.
You could go through and talk about the NBA trades if you want to take up 15 minutes doing that. I don't mind you doing that. I'll clip that whole segment of you talking about it. You just gotta turn your camera on.
I just gotta
Because
turn my camera on.
we not finna look at this goofy photo while you talking.
Hey!
Hey,
I paid good money for that photo.
you paid good
I had an
money.
actual designer going to make that for me.
Did you? Did you have to give him some?
Some chon chon? Yeah.
Nah, two goats and a camel.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Shout out to my,
Shout
but
out to my
anyways,
camel dealer.
um, for those of y'all who don't know, I'm also a recording artist. But when I'm on these sports podcasts, I am the Laker Crash Out. So follow me
Laker
on
crash
Twitter
out.
at Laker Crash Out.
Well, we gonna give Mr. Laker Crash out a second to go through and go through some of these little trades that didn't necessarily mean too much or anything like that. Let him get into it. We've pretty much covered my segment, my football segment. So he got like give you like 15.
Yeah, it's just real quick. It's certain trades that happen, certain signings that happen, certain players that got waived, got signed to 10-day contracts. There was a lot that happened yesterday during the trade deadline, especially in the last minutes, in the very last minutes of the trade deadline, right? So if you look at it right here, obviously, as y'all know, the Jimmy Butler trade. Jimmy Butler is a Warrior. The Heat received Andrew Wiggins. They also received, I believe, Kyle Anderson because the Toronto part of that deal fell through, so they're keeping Kyle Anderson. Um, and then also who got Dennis Schroeder. Yeah. Dennis Schroeder was supposed to go to the Jazz, but then he got sent to the Pistons, but then the Pistons just waived him. The Pistons just waived him. It was a crazy deal. It's a crazy big deal. And Lindy Waters, Josh Richardson went to the Pistons. Detroit got a decent amount of players. Then you're looking at Toronto, who ended up getting PJ Tucker from the Miami Heat and traded. I just realized Davion Mitchell's a Miami Heat. That's insane. That's insane to me. Wow. Davion Mitchell was a Miami Heat. That's such a good pickup. That's such a good pickup for the Miami Heat. Because Davion Mitchell is a great defensive guard. He's such a great defensive point guard. And he's gonna fit right in the Heat culture. He's the epitome of defense. He's the epitome of putting in hard work, especially since he is an undersized guard. That's gonna be such a great pickup for him. Obviously, the Pelicans traded Brandon Ingram to the Raptors for Bruce Brown Jr., Kelly Olynyk, a first round and a second round pick. The Raptors now have a player that's probably going to leave them in the offseason. I was a little befuddled on why they would trade for a player like Brandon Ingram, only for the simple fact that he is an unrestricted free agent next season. Now, unless they sign him to a contract extension here in the next couple of weeks, because the contract extension deadline is going to be coming up soon. It's going to be very interesting on what Brandon Ingram does. I really think he's leaving the Raptors. I'm assuming that the Raptors are going to try to make some type of pitch for him to stay around, but the Raptors are just too young of a core, and I feel like they kind of shot the gun a little bit too early on trying to grab an all-star, grab a superstar for the team. Obviously, as y'all know, if you don't know, the Lakers traded their first round draft pick this year, Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, and a 2031 unprotected first round pick, and a 2030 pick swap to the Charlotte Hornets for center Mark Williams. He's going to be a great addition. The Lakers needed size. They needed a big man desperately. And not only that, they traded for a 23-year-old center. Not a veteran, not someone who's been in the league for too long. This man, they traded for someone that's barely fresh into the league. He's only been around for 3 seasons. Now, he has missed a majority of his games, but if you look at the medical staff from the Lakers, they can really keep him in shape, put him on the right diets, put him in the weight room. I think Mark Williams is going to be a problem for the years to come. And I think it was such a smart trade for him because even though I love Dalton Connect, I was excited. I was super excited when I found out we drafted him in the draft. But, we have a timeline that we got to follow now. And having a center that's younger than Luka to go past when LeBron is eventually gone, I think that was a great pickup for him. Then you're looking at Davion Mitchell to the Heat for BJ Tucker, second round pick and cash. Milwaukee traded Patrick Baldwin Jr. and cash to San Antonio for pennies on the dime. The Phoenix Suns traded Yusuf Nurkic and a 2026 first round pick to the Hornets for Cody Martin, Vasilij Michik, and a 2026 second round pick. The Atlanta Hawks traded DeAndre Hunter to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Karis LeVert, Georges Niang, 3 second round picks, and 2 swaps. I think that's a great trade for Cleveland because they were looking for that one more 3-and-D wing because you have Darius Garland at the 1, great playmaker, great shot creator. Obviously, you have Donovan Mitchell, who I still feel like is a underrated guard. Even though they are the number 1 seed in the East, I feel like people don't really put as much respect on Donovan Mitchell's name that he deserves. He really is one of the best 2 guards. And at that, one of the most undersized, underappreciated 2 guards in the league. And you have Evan Mobley at the 4, Jarrett Allen at the 5. They were really looking for that one centerpiece to really have a solid, heavy-ended front starter rotation. And Karis LeVert, he's a good defensive player. He has a nice mid-range shot, but DeAndre Hunter is going to come in and strictly be about defense and buckets. I'm talking about a lockdown defender that can still shoot the 3. Then you got the Los Angeles Clippers trading Terrence Mann and Bones Hyland to the Atlanta Hawks for Bogdan Bogdanovic and 3 second-round picks. The Clippers get a great shooter, great floor space creator, great floor spacer. Really, just a overall knockdown shooter. Some of the best I've seen since Seth Curry. And if I'm not mistaken, the Atlanta Hawks are keeping Terrence Mann, but they just waived Bones Highland literally today. Um, and I'm disappointed because my
These
Lakers
these
signed
NBA
Thomas
teams
Bradley.
seem like they don't know what they're doing, but at the same time, they know everything that they're doing.
Well, I mean, unless you're Nico Harrison. There's 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 teams that are making good decisions, and again, even though Bones Highland, I feel personally, is a great guard, there's a it's easier to get guards in the free agency market and in the draft rather than a big. Terrence Mann, being as sized as he is, those are one of those players that has great playmaking abilities, and you want to keep him around. While Bones Highland is really just a pure bucket getter guard, and you already have that in Trae Young. It's really hard to think of a reason of why to go keep him around. So I understand why they waived him, but it would have been interesting to see a backcourt comprised of Trae Young and Bones Highland. I feel like that would have been interesting. And then you have the Memphis Grizzlies, who traded Marcus Smart and a 2025 first round pick to the Washington Wizards in a multi-team trade that sends 2 second-round picks into Memphis. Memphis creates now roster flexibility with the move. They create cap space. Probably looking to make a major move in the offseason, depending. Watch out for Brandon Ingram. I feel like that's a team that can land him. The Clippers are also traded Kevin Porter Jr. to the Milwaukee Bucks for MarJon Beauchamp, and wow, that was something that I wasn't expecting to see, because I always seen MarJon as one of those players that if you develop them like Giannis, he could really be a Giannis-esque type player. But I understand the reason why. Kevin Porter Jr. is a really good trade for them. Their guard rotation isn't the most solid. You're really relying on Damian Lillard to make most of the guard play. So bringing in another guard like Kevin Porter Jr. to really drive in, create space for Dame on the outside, it makes a lot more sense. I'm really interested in seeing how Kyle Kuzma is going to fit into that rotation now, with Kyle Kuzma probably playing the 3. So the starting rotation is probably going to look like Damian Lillard, Kevin Porter Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez. So it's going to be very interesting. And then you see the Indiana Pacers trading James Wiseman to the Toronto Raptors. It's a sad thing to see, since James Wiseman was the 3rd overall pick in the draft not too long ago, and now he's just getting passed around team to team. It's sad to see his career going like this, but hopefully he finds a place in Toronto that he can really develop himself and show and prove himself that he deserves a nice contract for himself. So that was everything from the trade deadline. And now, if you look at the signings, the Sixers are signing Chuma Okogie to a 10-day contract out of the G League. Chuma was formerly playing for the Sacramento Kings before he got sent down to the G League. Chuma is a really nice rotation player, and I think that the Sixers are going to get decent use out of him. It's just going to be clawing their way back into the play-in, since the Sixers are set back so far. Then you got the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are converting two-way guard AJ Mitchell to a 2-year, $6 million contract guaranteed. So he is officially going to be in that roster, the official roster, for the foreseeable future. Then you got Torrey Craig, which is a very, very, very underrated signing in my opinion, and I hate the team that he got signed to. But the Boston Celtics made a great signing, getting Torrey Craig off of the buyout market. The Charlotte Hornets are signing guard Elfrid Payton to a 10-day contract. We're going to see how he does. Elfrid Payton wasn't that great going into the Pelican season. He was formerly a Knick. Obviously, for my NBA fans who are out there, you know how that whole situation transpired. You're saying what?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, my bad. Then you got Ben Simmons, who's finalizing a contract buyout with the Nets. He's going to become a free agent, and apparently next week's or starting today, Friday. Today's Friday. It's either today or next week. He's going to have a meeting with the Cavaliers and the Clippers to see where he wants to sign. I would be very surprised if the Cavs or the Clippers signed Ben Simmons. I'll be honest with you. He just hasn't been the same since Philadelphia. He's just been injured. Can't really play make like he used to. I feel like all of his confidence is gone. And an organization like the Nets is not a team to build confidence. If you wanted to go to a lower tier team to get, I would personally like to see Ben Simmons signed to the Hornets. I feel like the Hornets would be a great fit for
God,
him, especially
it
alongside
would be a
LaMelo.
great fit because they need more name brand players who can do more than just fill a role. They need to get more guys who are
Exactly.
more aggressive. And Ben Simmons, I've seen
Exactly.
Ben Simmons play a couple times. I think I had him in fantasy last couple years ago, whatever. And he was all right. He wasn't bad. He was a good role player to fill a spot for me when I needed it. So
Right. Exactly.
why not
Not
go
he's
sign him?
not gonna get you that 10 points, 15 points a game, but solid defense, can get a decent bit of boards. I feel like he's an exceptional role player now. It's hard to see the fall from grace when he was an all-star caliber player leading the 76ers to the playoffs alongside Joel Embiid, but it kind of just is what it is. And then the final signings so far up to date. We have the Toronto Raptors converting two-way forward Jamison Battle to a 3-year standard NBA deal. There is no specific number on the contract, but he is going to be signed for the next 3 years. So it's going to be interesting to see how that rotation is going to be put around the Raptors. And then finally, 4 hours ago, the Los Angeles Lakers are signing guard Jordan Goodwin to a two-way NBA deal. He was playing for the South Bay Lakers, and he's now going to the training camp, or he was a part of the training camp with the Lakers this season. And I'm excited to see how he does, especially since I was going over some of his stats. I was watching some of his highlights earlier. He looks like a nice two-way guard. We'll see how well he does transitioning to the NBA since he's only a 40% true shooter, 30% from the three-point line. Not the greatest three. I'm hoping that he could be more of a Matisse Thybulle guard type of situation for us, but we'll see how that ends up transpiring. And besides that, ladies and gentlemen, the trade deadline, a lot of people are about to be cleared. Anthony Davis is playing tomorrow. Anthony Davis is making his Mavericks debut tomorrow with the Dallas Mavericks. Luke is making his. I was like, oh my god. Luke is making his Los Angeles Lakers debut on Monday, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Jimmy Butler is currently just trying to get past his physicals. But I believe the next game that he's supposed to be playing in is going to be either tomorrow or on Monday, depending on how fast the official trade can go in. Because since there is a massive multi-team deal surrounding the whole Jimmy Butler trade, the front offices, the actual NBA, National Basketball Association, does have to sign off and make everything official. So until all the paperwork is official for the trades, no players involved in that massive 5-team deal can play any basketball until the NBA actually puts a stamp of approval on all the trades. So it's just a matter of time. I believe that Jimmy Butler is probably going to make his debut on Monday for the Warriors playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. But again, it's just something that we'll have to see in time.
All
And
right.
then
Well,
that's pretty much it for basketball news.
okay, Mr. High Socks, appreciate it. Y'all know what to do. I'm not going to steal your outro, but thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, turn on notifications, like, comment, all that big stuff. Especially them that subscribe and that notification. It's free, takes you 30 seconds to do it, and you get notified anytime I post a video or go live. If you guys want to follow us on the socials, please do so. I will link our link tree in the description of these videos whenever they come out. Or you can go back, watch an old video, just go to the description and follow our socials, the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter. Hop in the Discord. We got a Discord. We like to yap. We're a yapping kind of people. That's just who we are. So y'all tune in next time. We'll see you guys next time. Thank